The sun is shining, so let's play a little pickleball with a new paddle design that's easy on the wrist. Joining me live in the GTU backyard is BJ Minson and Winslow Burton with Bird Pickleball. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I mean, this is all the rage. I don't know anyone who doesn't play pickleball, maybe me, but let's talk about you, BJ. You're so obsessed that you designed a special paddle.
Yeah, so we started playing pickleball about a year ago. We're manufacturers at Grip6, and one of the things we do well is make stuff. And so as we got into pickleball, we decided to try to make pickleball paddles, and we came up with some pretty unique ideas, one of them being this Ergo option. So let me show you kind of what this looks like and how it's different from a normal paddle.
Okay, you're going to demo it right now? Okay.
So not demo, more like show the difference. So like when you've got a normal paddle and you hold your hand in kind of a neutral position, you get this angle right here. And what you end up doing most of the time when you're playing pickleball is you twist your wrist this way to make the thing in line with your arm. When you're serving or when you're spiking or reaching far for a ball, you're doing this with your wrist. So what we did is we made a paddle when your wrist is in the neutral position, it's right in the right position.
Okay, so BJ, what have you noticed? Does it hurt sometimes when you're playing a lot of pickleball with this paddle, the traditional?
Yeah, so a lot of times when you're playing a lot of hours of pickleball, and maybe if you're not doing it super well, you'll get a lot of like tennis elbow pain when you're using a standard paddle. When we've switched over to the ergonomic paddle, that has reduced the elbow pain substantially. In fact, it goes away completely.
Okay, so you've noticed a difference. Have people also, other players, noticed a difference?
Yeah, it's mainly people at work. We haven't done any extensive research on it, but so far it seems to be a pretty big deal.
Okay, so less of an injury, especially if you're playing hours and hours of it. Why did you design it, though? There was something in you that said there's got to be a better way.
Yeah, I kind of have this habit of thinking everything can be done a better way. So when I was in engineering school, one of the main things that you learn when you're designing something for humans is instead of bending your wrist, you can bend the tool. So it's really a simple concept that a lot of people already know about. So we bent the tool instead of the wrist, and that's how we came up with this paddle.
The great thing about this, it's made right here in the US of A, right here in Utah by Bird Pickleball and Grip6. So
yes.
It's amazing that it is USA made and right here and locally owned.
Yeah, so we have a carbon fiber supplier in Ogden. We do all the assembly and the design. One of the fun things about making stuff yourself is finding out what works better and just having continual improvements. So while these paddles are really, really good, we expect them to continue to get better.
Okay, do you want a demo?
Yeah.
All right, let's play some pickleball. And you've noticed your game improve, right?
Yes, substantially.
Okay, take it away, you guys.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Winslow here.
Specifically on a serve, when you're coming through here, you're able to get quite a bit of power compared to a standard paddle.
So it's not just your serve, but also hitting the ball in general.
Yeah, so one of the main things is on a spike, if you set up a spike and I go to spike it, my wrist is in basically the strongest position it can be. It's not twisted like this, it's just straight, so.
Okay, Winslow. All right, Winslow, you got to up your game a little bit. When you're playing against someone who's using that ergonomic paddle, what are you thinking?
Oh, it's super hard to get past them because there's certain shots that they're able to get that they can't get with the classic paddle. So
what have you found in switching paddles from the traditional to that one?
I'll say it takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it. Once you switch over, everybody that switched over is not going back to the classic paddle. So.
Really? So that's a winning point right there. Okay, why don't you guys take it away again and show some of your moves? Not bad, you guys. How often are you playing?
We play about an hour a day.
So you know a little bit about paddles and what makes a good one.
Yeah, we've purchased a lot of paddles and done a lot of research and dissected them.
Okay, Winslow, there is a deal. If people want the new paddle or the traditional paddle, where did they go?
Yeah, so go to birdpickleball.com, and it's $40 off the classic paddle and $70 off the Bird paddle, the Ergo paddle.
Okay, that's a huge deal. Yep. And it's great for Memorial Day, and it's going to be awesome for your game as well. Thanks to Grip6 for this sponsored interview.